Hi, I'm Squeaky Clean Dave, and in today's video I'm going to be refurbing my trusty old SLX18. So in a video I've got coming up, I'm going to be reviewing the Gardiner Quick Lock valve, but to do that I'm going to have to refurb my SLX18 because it doesn't fit in the phantom pole. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take it all apart. I'm going to replace the clamps, and I'm going to replace the tape at the ends. So the first thing I'm going to do is strip it all down. Now the top section where the gooseneck fits in, fortunately it's loose on this one, but sometimes these are really tight. You might even need a pair of Stilsons to get them apart, but fortunately that's loose, so that hasn't been a problem. So now just strip it all down. Once you've got it stripped down, what a lot of people do is they'll put a cut through here to cut through this clamp, and then twist it off with a chisel, and that will take it off so you've got the whole lot. But because this is quite an old pole and quite worn, I'm going to cut about 1.5 inches off the top of each one, and then the worn section, because as you know, these poles always wear where they clamp when they're closed right down, so the worn section will be cut right off. So to do that, just use a hacksaw. So once you've got them all cut off, what you need to do now, get rid of the dust, and then just around the top, just where the clamp's going to fit, just rough it up a little bit, just to make a bit of a key for the glue to fit. When you buy the clamps from Gardiner, they come with a little alcohol wipe and a 2-part epoxy. So just before we mix that up, give the inside of the clamps a quick sand down as well, just to make a bit of a key for the epoxy to fit. Open up your alcohol wipe, wipe out the inside of the clamps. That will dry in a few seconds, and then wipe the end of your poles. Just make sure that's nice and clean, and the glue will stick better then. Just put that back in the little packet for a few seconds, that wipe. The epoxy comes in 2 parts, and all you do, slip the red seal off, open it up, and then you mix the 2 parts together. Now you can use that little scraper there and really squeeze it all in so the 2 lots mix all together. Just mix it all until all the grey is mixed in completely with the black. Once you've got that done, it's all mixed in, squeeze it all to one end, and then you can just cut a little corner the packet, and you can use that to apply the glue then. So what you do is squeeze a little bit in the side, inside each of the clamps, and you can use this little red thing they've sent with it, and that you can use that to smear that round nice and evenly on the inside. Do that on all 3. Once you've got that smeared round on the insides of the clamps, you can then do the poles. You don't need to put too much on, but just make sure that's covered nice and evenly all round. A little bit more. and then just slide the clamp onto it. You'll see as you slide it on, you don't need to push it on tight because that will catch the clamp, the bit that closes, but if it just sits in snugly, that will take about 2 hours to dry. Now the reason I said to put that wipe away is you can use that now, and any excess glue around that you can now wipe off with the alcohol wipe. Just make sure you don't push it off as you're wiping the glue off. Once the resin's dried, you might find that you've got a little bead of resin down the inside of the pole. All you need to do, get a sharp knife when it's dried, get it inside or a blade and just scrape around. Once you get underneath it, that will cut that bead of resin off, and you're away to go. So all I need to do now, clean the poles down with some wipes, and then give them a spray with some ptfe spray, and put some new tape on, some new stop tape and some M tape, and that's the job done. If you'd like to see how that's done, just click the link above, and that'll take you to my 5 steps to pole maintenance video, where you'll be able to see how I do that. So I hope you found this useful. If you did, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and keep watching, and you'll be able to see what I think of the quick lock valve. Thanks for watching, bye for now.